is Ashi. Ashi, over to you.
Hi everyone, good evening. It's really great to be speaking with you today. Hi, my name is Ashi. I'm a high school student and I'm really interested in computer science, and I've taken up quite the interest in cyber safety lately. I just wanted to talk a little bit about. In the last couple of years, especially, I'm sure that you've all read something about some scam or huge data leak or fraud that's taken place. And it's possible that you know someone who's been a victim to this or have even fallen prey to it yourself. So, um, One example that I wanted to give was something that had happened just in August of last year. This prominent elderly businessman, S.P. Oswal, had been the victim of a scam that was very common around this time last year, the digital arrest. He ended up losing about 7 crore rupees and lost about 2 days of his life. There was a group of people who were creating fake documents, impersonating a judge, and even creating a fake virtual courtroom. He was intimidated into staying on a phone call for these 2 days, and it's a really terrifying situation for anyone to be. He is very far from being the only victim of this. We've all built our lives a lot on digital infrastructure. Today, banking, healthcare, even education, and our social lives and identity are all connected through the internet. And with this convenience and integration of technology into our lives comes a lot of exposure and vulnerability, such that even years and years of experience with technology can't make you immune to this. Cyber fraud is definitely on the rise, and a lot of people are falling prey to large corporations or even individual people are completely safe from these threats. With a lot of these advancements in technology that have been happening the last few years, have come a lot more complex and more dangerous threats. Like, I'm sure you would have seen a lot of videos on social media where you can't quite be sure whether it's AI generated or real, and sometimes it's telling you something that can be really, really powerful. Misinformation is a really powerful tool. But despite the fact that technology seems to be evolving and it seems to be impossible to keep up with every new danger that pops up, a lot of basic practices still hold true. Obviously, share their personal data online, and you would have to make sure that your passwords are strong and impossible to crack, but always memorable. You should always be checking URLs and using a trustworthy password manager. Beyond this, a lot of scams that are present today have a lot of very similar characteristics. Whether it's a phishing email or a complex deepfake, you should always keep a couple of things in mind, right? You should watch out for anyone who's rushing you. If you have a sense of urgency or fear, that's usually a sign that you need to stop and think about what's really going on. It's important to learn as much as you can about vigilance. Really, really helps. Like, for instance, like how I started, the digital arrest scam is completely baseless. Essentially, how it works is people tend to get a phone call from someone who's saying that they're a police officer and something has happened, and they'll be in trouble if they don't remain on the call if they don't remain on the call with them, because this is what digital arrest is. The issue there is that digital arrest doesn't actually exist. And if more people knew about some basic facts like these, then the internet would be a much, much safer place. So that's essentially what I wanted to talk about today. A couple of really simple safety tips and just a little reminder to always make sure that you know what's going on and that you know who you're speaking with on the internet, and you never ever click on a link or download something without knowing exactly what it is. So thank you so much. I also have a social media page titled Project Cyber Siren, where there's a little more information about a few more scams in case you're interested. And if there's any contribution you'd like to make, any information or story you'd love to share, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much.